Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm just going to be doing a quick review on the informed Neven Subotic, back from Serbia, who plays for Borussia Dortmund. You can see his on-card stats up on the screen, and its average price on the Xbox is about 29k, and its average price on the PS3 is about 45k. So I'll quickly move on to his in-game stats, and his skill attributes aren't distinctive, but he is a centre-back. So he's got 92 heading accuracy, 89 long pass, 93 marking, 88 shot power, 85 slide tackle, 95 stand tackle, medium work rate, 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. He is 6'4", which is pretty tall. He's got 72 acceleration, 72 agility, 72 balance, only 81 jumping, which is very disappointing for me. 81 reactions, 78 sprint speed, and 90 strength, which is quite nice. He also has 93 aggression and only 75 interceptions, and that's a bit disappointing as well, to be honest. So move on to the clips we've been playing, and this is going to be a pretty quick review. So this guy is pretty good in most areas. His pace is quite nice. It's always nice to have someone with at least 70 pace in your team, especially at centre back. And his standing tackle is quite nice as well. He's not too bad at dispossessing people, especially with his strength, which is 90, and his standing tackle, which is 95. He manages to combine those to pretty much tackle the vast majority of players he comes up against, I guess. But I think the big problem with him is his 81 jumping. For me, he didn't seem to win very many headers at all. He could sort of put other players off a bit, but I just wanted him to win headers as opposed to stopping the other player from winning a header. And even though he has 90 strength, he just did not seem to win enough headers for me, especially not as a centre back. And his relatively low interception stat means that you're going to be running backwards instead of intercepting the ball, I suppose, at the halfway line-ish or nearer towards the opponent's goal. You're going to be running back more and tackling, which isn't always much of a problem, but it can be in some instances, and especially if they're hitting you on the counter-attack, it can be handy to have someone with ridiculous interceptions who can just stick a leg out and stop the ball. One strange thing I did notice when I looked up Bundesliga centre-backs was that none of them, bar one, had more than 85 jumping, including the Team of the Year and informed players, so I thought that was kind of strange. The informed Papadopoulos has 88 jumping, and then the rest of them have under 85. Even the Team of the Year Hummels only has 78 jumping, so that's very, very disappointing. So I guess this guy relatively isn't that bad if you're looking at Bundesliga centre-backs, but overall I would say I would look for a different one if you want someone who's aerially dominant. So I'll move on to the verdict, and I'm going to give this guy a 7.5 out of 10, because really the interceptions and the heading are quite a big part of being a centre-back, and when you're lacking in those areas, then you're lacking as a centre-back, and this guy is definitely somewhat lacking in those areas. However, he's definitely a good tackler, and he's got good enough pace to keep up with a lot of strikers, and his strength is pretty good as well. So overall, he's not a bad centre-back, but he's nothing really special, and he was somewhat disappointing for me. I thought he might be a little bit better. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review. If you have, please leave it a like. I should be doing someone more interesting in my review tomorrow. Feel free to suggest a player for the next review in the comments, and I'll talk to you all next time.